All right, cool. So we got Manu here today. It's been a crazy week for Manu.
Yeah.
He's been in the program for a few months now, and yeah, like I just want to kind of talk about your week, Manu, last week because it's really sort of like the pinnacle of what we try to do over here, what you accomplished, and I'm just like super proud of you. So I wanted to come in and hopefully share your story with anybody watching. So welcome, first of all.
Thank you.
Can you just give me a quick overview, like what, like who's Manu, just quickly, so that people can understand who you are and where you are and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm Manu. I was born in Hungary. I live in Budapest. I grew up in Germany, right? So I moved back here 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Wanted to change my life. Worked in a back office job, which was like stressful, not high paying at all.
Yeah.
I tried some programs online to find a way out. Kind of over hustled, like I didn't have free time at all.
Hmm.
Also my money was not more. And then yeah, then we met, right? Like then I
Yeah.
found you online, and yeah, pretty much changed my whole situation now.
Yeah, that's sick, bro. No, that's cool, man. Because like I remember when we met, like you were working this job, you're working like 10 hours a day, you were doing this side hustle, like affiliate marketing or something like that. And it was just like I remember you telling me like you can't, your eyes were burning, like you couldn't even focus anymore. And that's the point, right? Like a lot of people think that like they need to take on this side hustle on top of their job, but like to do two things like not full on is it doesn't make any sense. And that's what we talked about because it's more important to just sort of like focus on your current situation, right? And improve that first. Like you were spending the most of your time in this office job, right? That wasn't paying you
Yeah.
enough and making you miserable. So that's what we addressed first. So maybe like so you came in. Like I'm trying to rethink about your story because it's so cool. But like you came in and then like we always tell people like don't quit your job, right? We always say
Yeah.
don't quit your job. But you came in and you're like you saw what was going on over here with all the other students, and you're like and you quit your job. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, because I think I also came in like very inspired, right? Like I was from the first day, I was like very active because I saw the opportunity. Like after our conversations that we had, I understood it. It was clear for me. And I
Hmm.
saw, okay, I got to take action on this, and I will have success with this.
Yeah.
So that's how I came in. I was like very excited. And with that energy, it was possible for me, like after 6 weeks,
Hmm.
to have a position, to land a position where I can make money already while I was still learning. I
Yeah.
haven't
Oh,
yet
yeah.
finished the whole course, but I could already make money.
Hmm.
And plus, I was making more money as in my 9 to 5.
That's crazy.
So I just called my boss at the time, and I told him like, "Yo, I'm out," and I just quit my
That's
job. And
that's crazy, bro. And again, well, I'm never telling anybody to quit their job because there's no risk here. You can keep your job, but like what you're saying is super important, right? Because you came into the program like, yeah, you're upskilling, right? You're learning communication, you're learning revenue generating techniques, but like there's chances to start making money. Every one of the students are making money in the program, and you did it. You took it to the next level. You actually subsequented your income immediately and quit your job.
yeah,
You made more, right? You said,
exactly. Yeah, yeah. I made more,
yeah.
and then I thought, like, my goal was to have something stable, right? Like to have a position in a big company and really like start a career in sales.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was then the next step.
Yeah, cool, man. Well, okay, so let's walk through that because like now, okay, now you came in, you learned the skills, you got placement, you started making more money than your 9 to 5, you ended up quitting that. Now you're in revenue generation, right? You're working for big companies, you want to find something stable. So tell me about last week because last week was a crazy week for you.
Yeah, it really was. I I finished the whole process of rebranding myself, right?
Hmm.
To prepare myself as good as possible to land a high paying position in
Hmm.
a big company. So we changed like my CV, my LinkedIn profile, all these things that are necessary. And yeah, basically, yeah, you was there like every step of the way.
Hmm.
I know like I reached out a lot of times. You was always getting back to me. You called me even asking me
Hmm.
like, "Hey, how's this going?"
Hmm.
And that's how, yeah, bro, like I'm so grateful for that, because that's how this whole rebranding in, I think all in all it was 2 weeks. And then in the second week, which was the past week, I was bombarded by calls
Hmm.
um from recruiters, and had like like interviews back to back.
Hmm. So tell me a
And
little bit about the companies you interviewed with.
um I like one is Eaton, which is like a huge, like a global electronic company, right, for electronic services and devices. The other is GE,
General Electric.
General Electronics, yeah. For the healthcare part, which
Mhm.
was also very, very cool, like the interview and everything. I researched the companies at the time too, and that's when before that I didn't know much about them, right?
Mhm.
But then I saw like, oh, wow, this is cool. Like I can imagine myself like working there. It would be great.
Mhm.
And then the best one, my number one, that's the actually the position that I landed now and where I start working.
Nice.
So yeah.
So we're not gonna talk about that one because we want to keep that a little bit hush hush because just to respect the privacy. But I mean, GE, Eaton, and this other one, like multinational companies, right? Were these front office jobs that you were applying for and they got offers too?
Yes, yes. This is the front office job, revenue generating
Hmm.
activities like
Yeah. So tell me, like, did you ever think, like, prior to starting this, when you're working in the back office, like 8 hours a day, did you ever think like that's what your life was going to look like to like completely switch it around and do this?
no, no, I didn't. But that's what I say. Like when we met each other and we talked, and I saw the process, it made sense for me.
Hmm.
So that's why I came into the course so excited and motivated because I just wanted to see these results.
Hmm.
And then after 6 weeks, seeing like I could quit my job
Yeah.
and now like landing that position.
Yeah. Unreal.
Thank you, bro.
You
Like
did, you, you did come in hot. I loved it. I loved it. So, okay, like let's cut this short. Like I want to, I know you can't discuss salary, let's in your contract and things like that, but let's compare it to where you were in the back office. Where are you in terms of like your salary range? Did you 2x, 3x, 4x? What
I
does it look like?
I 3x my salary.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And there is no because there are commissions, right? So there's no limit to my there's my base salary and there are the commissions that I make according to my skill level,
Hmm.
which I'm now inspired to like level up more and more and more just to do the best job that I can do because I see that it makes sense.
Yeah. Unreal.
So
And
yeah.
if you could say like anybody watching this who's like hesitant about, you know,
Mhm.
having a call with me or somebody on the team, or exploring this opportunity, what would you say to them?
I say that I stand 100% behind what you do, what you teach. You are there really 100% with all your power. Sometimes I am like, I ask myself, how do you do that? Because you are there for every single student like this,
Mhm.
and really it is like that. The fast as fast as I want to move, and if I want to make a change, you are there.
Mhm.
You give support, you give advice, you give us all the tools that we need to succeed. So then the only thing I got to do, or you got to do, if you think about that, is to just do it.
Mhm.
Just implement the strategies that you teach, and it works.
Mhm.
So I see it in my own example. I'm not special. I didn't have like skills before,
Mhm.
so I learned that all from you. My whole rebranding, all that process, like it was there, like every step of the way.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate that. And yeah, I can say to the people that you do this also with your heart, like you are there for the students. You're really there for, and you want to see them succeed. And you are so happy when we succeed. Like that's beautiful. Right? Like how,
Yeah. I was pretty pumped. I was pretty pumped yesterday
yeah,
when you
yeah.
told
Like you even called me like, hey man, like how is that going? And you
me.
know,
Yeah.
did you get
Yeah.
an answer from these guys? So it's beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
I'm very, very happy and very grateful for your support. You really are a huge part of changing my whole life, my situation.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that, brother. That's really kind of you to say. All right,
I
man. Well,
appreciate
listen,
it.
you're on to like some great stuff, man. And I'm really excited to like see where you end up with all this. I know you're gonna crush it. Like we talked about not having the skills, but I think you are extraordinary. I think that you have the skills and you're an extraordinary person.
Yeah,
And I know you're gonna kill it in this job. And I just can't wait to see what. So we'll be in touch about that, bro.
yeah, yes.
Thanks a lot,
Thank you
brother.
so much. Thank you so much.
All right.